I guess we all know what it's like to put off small tasks, whether it's skipping your morning routine or delaying making your homework. But what happens when this becomes a habit? That's where procrastination takes over. Small delays snowball into bigger problems. The more you push things aside, the harder it becomes to break the cycle. And I totally get it. As a former procrastinator, I know how hard sometimes it can be to get things done. And that's why I want to share really simple tips that help me to manage my own procrastination. But before we dive in, let's just clear it up. What is procrastination? Procrastination is when you delay tasks, even so you know they need to be done. It usually stems from fear, perfectionism, or just feeling overwhelmed. If you're a procrastinator, you usually intend to finish the task, but you really struggle to start doing it. So it leads to a lot of delays and stress, and after all, just feeling a big guilt. So what can you do about procrastination? Firstly, avoid perfectionism as much as possible. Striving for perfection often leads to failure, because you're too afraid to make mistakes. But the only way to truly learn is by making a lot of them. And trust me, you will feel much more fulfilled by your small successes than by waiting for one big achievement. If you actually pay attention to it, you will see that no one starts from the point where they're doing something perfectly. I can tell you from my own experience, I kept putting off creating videos for YouTube for so long, but I finally started. My content is far from perfect, but at least I'm learning. And second tip is to eliminate your distractions. Eliminate sounds strong, so what essentially I mean by that is to reduce them to minimum, because we aren't aiming for perfection, right? Firstly, identify what distracts you. For me, it's social media. I tried to set limits for certain apps, but that didn't really work. The only thing that really helped me was just completely deleting them. And no, I don't mean to do it forever, because we are all normal people. But it still might be a good solution, because if you will go on for a week without social media and then you will download them back, it might help you, because you will live without them and you will get used to it. So when you get them back on your phone, you are not such addicted to them. And it's such a relief to break free from a time-consuming activity which doesn't help you. And let's be clear on this, no one ever delayed watching TikTok, because it's easy, it's rewarding, and it offers so much happiness in a short time. So everyone does it. It's just about how you deal with it. So firstly, recognize your distractions and then delete easy access to them. Set clear and really simple goals. The more complicated your goal is, the more you're likely to postpone it. Try to break big goals into smaller ones. For example, instead of saying, I will study today, you can just make a list. You will study first chapter today. It feels much more achievable and you can keep yourself accountable. This might seem really obvious, but it really helps you to start doing something. Also, avoid making an endless to-do list for the day that makes it seem like you're trying to climb Mount Everest in one day. It just feels really demotivating, because you can see this long list to do and you just can see that you won't do it until the end of the day. So you just decide to not do anything. Instead, just focus on a few more important tasks, and these smaller ones will just follow naturally. Also, you can try attaching particular activity to each day. For example, if I want to stay consistent with my workouts, I will just create a schedule. So on Mondays I will go do leg day, on Thursdays I will do my upper body. It just makes it much easier when you see the schedule and you already know what you are doing today. It just helps to clear your mind, because you don't need to constantly remember what you are doing today. And finally, don't be afraid to fail. Missing a task today don't erase your whole progress. So don't put so much pressure on yourself and just keep going. Also, if you enjoyed this video, you can leave a like and subscribe, because it means a lot to me. Also, feel free to share feedback in the comments, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye!